Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Ashley. I have a 1-month-old baby and her name is Riley. I'm whispering a little bit because she's sleeping right now and she just fell asleep. She be mad fussy. She just wants to be in my arms. So yeah, she's sleeping right now right there. So today's video is gonna be about tips on how to have a successful recovery from a C-section, obviously. So as you guys know from my labor and delivery video, if you guys haven't watched it, pause this video and go watch it. God bless this hair, because my pregnancy had my hair long, like, but let's see, he lost me. So if you're preparing yourself for a C-section or a normal vaginal delivery, you should watch it either way, because I was supposed to have a normal vaginal delivery, but things went the other way. So things happen. God has a plan for everybody. Not everybody's labor is the same. And yeah, just prepare yourself for the worst. I mean, the best is gonna come, but you always have to prepare yourself for the worst, like always. So yeah, let me see. I wrote it down because, you know, I still have that mom brain or whatever. So I wrote down 13 ways that I recovered successfully from my C-section, and I'm only 1 month postpartum, so I'm still recovering. Obviously, I think it takes up to 6 months to a year to fully recover, and still then you're still in pain. Like when you cough, when you sneeze, like, you know, it still hurts. Like when I cough and sneeze, it still hurts, clearly, because it's a fresh wound. Like, you know, it's not it doesn't have like 6 months since I've had the surgery. It's fresh. So yeah, so I'm gonna give the tips on what worked for me. These tips may not work for you guys because it's different. Everybody's body is different. Thank God I had a fast recovery, because the first day I felt like I was gonna die. Like I couldn't do it. Like I didn't believe in myself at all, and I got through it. So I just want to give you guys my tips on what worked for me, okay? And if it worked for you, thank God, because it's painful and it's the hardest thing I have ever had to do in my life. But I have the 13 tips to try to help you guys. So the first tip that I put down that helped me a lot was rest. I had to really catch up on a lot of sleep, because like having a newborn baby and then the C-section had stressed me out a lot. So I was not sleeping, and I had to have enough energy to take care of my daughter. So I had to get enough sleep. Like, you have to rest a lot, because now your body's gonna be in even more pain. The second tip is try to stay away from funny people, even though everything is funny to you when you have surgery. So everything is funny to you when you're not supposed to laugh. Anything is funny. Like, I remember my mom I told my mom my brother's name, and she was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, I just looked at her like, are you serious right now? And I just found that so funny. Like, I busted out laughing for like 30 minutes just holding my incision. And yeah, I was in so much pain. Like, that was the second day I was home. They did not, my boyfriend and her, like, I felt like they was doing things on purpose. So stay away from anybody who is funny. Just stay away from them. Like, just stay away from anybody, period, because you're gonna find everything funny. Even if they drop a towel, you're gonna find it funny. Like, you know, you find everything funny when you're not supposed to laugh. Oh, and if you cough and you sneeze, always hold like a pillow towards your incision tight. I know sometimes you cough like randomly and you sneeze randomly, but trust me, it's gonna hurt when you try to sneeze without it. Grab that pillow as fast as you can and hold your incision, okay? The third, if you have a high bed, I suggest that you take off the base and you sleep on the mattress and on your metal piece, or however you have your bed. That's how I have mine. I have my metal piece, my base, and my mattress. So I took off my base because my bed was way too high for me to get up, so I mean to get on the bed. So I took off the base and it was more comfortable. I tried to get like a milk crate to jump on my bed, like to step on my bed, but that was not working. So that was not working, so I had to take off my base. And yeah, and I'm still 1 month postpartum, and I try to put my base back on my bed and it still hurts. So just give it some time. Keep your base in your living room, keep it somewhere else in your room if it's big enough. I don't know, but I kept mine in my living room for now because I don't want to just throw it out, even though I like my bed how it is, but still not comfortable enough getting up in the middle of the night, getting the bottle for my daughter, putting her in her bassinet. Like, you know, it still hurts like for me to sit up. So just take off your base so it could be more comfortable, and you won't have to be like putting too much pressure sitting up or jumping on your bed, like, you know. Yeah, so take off your base. 4. Okay, so this is, I kept everything near me so I won't have to get up as much. So in my bassinet I have like this little storage space, so I kept her milk. I put bottles of water in there, so she drinks about, I always keep about like 4 bottles of water in there so that I won't have to keep getting up and go to the kitchen to fill it up with water. So I just fill it up like that over the night, so I won't have to keep getting up to the kitchen and get her water and come lay down. You know, it's too much work. So I just put her water in the bottles, put the top on them, and they're good. So yeah, just keep everything near you: diapers, wipes, birth cloths, her bed near you, her blanket, everything. Just keep everything near you. Okay, so what helped me as well was I got a back pillow because I had the epidural. My back is on fire the first 3 days. Thank God my back is not on fire anymore. So yeah, when you're feeding the baby, your back is like that. Like, well, that's how my back be, because my back be on fire. My back be like that, like, you know. So it's like burning. It's burning. So the first 3 days it was burning. So what I did was I got myself this pillow right here. So because the first 2 weeks I was breastfeeding, so that's gonna be another story time because yeah, it's wicked. But yeah, I had this pillow. I bought it from Target for $18. So if you want to go invest in one, you should definitely go because it's worth it. Like, my back has been feeling so much better after I got that pillow for my back. I'll be able to breastfeed her more better and give her milk better. So yeah, definitely invest in that pillow or any back pillow. Like, or if you have pillows at home, just put a whole bunch. But you see, my pillows, they were too soft, so when I lean on them, they'll go under the bed. Like, it's not strong enough. Like, you know, I need something that will hold my back, like put pressure towards my back. That's what I mean. Number 6. So if you have somebody at home who can help you, your mother, your brother, your cousin, any family member, your boyfriend, anybody who can help you, take their help. At first, before I gave birth, I thought that me and my boyfriend was able to do it on our own. Like, I thought we was not gonna be able to need my mom's help at all. We wanted to do everything on our own, experience everything on our own, but things went left. So I thought I was gonna have a vaginal birth, so that didn't happen. So I needed my mom's help for at least the first 2 weeks, because that's when it gets really rough, because it's hard for you to do things on your own. My boyfriend had to work, so he had to wake up at 5 in the morning every day to go to work. So I wanted him to have enough sleep because he drives. I don't want anything to happen to him. So we wanted my mom's help. She helped us for the first 2 weeks. She's still currently helping us, but I got it. And this motherhood is light to me. I'm killing it, you know. I'm doing my best with my boyfriend's help as well. And I thank God that I have my mom's help too, because it's really appreciated. Like, you know, it was the best thing, because she'll cook for me, she'll do everything for me, like, you know. And I just thank God, because some people don't have that support. Some people don't have somebody who can help them, who can wash their clothes, who can do everything for them, you understand? Help them with their baby, wake up in the middle of the night. Because the first 3 days it was hard for me to wake up in the middle of the night. I couldn't. It would take me like 10 to 20 minutes to get up from my bed to go to the bassinet, because it hurts a lot. And I can't have my daughter crying because I can't get up. Sometimes I'll get up so fast that I'll hurt myself. So I just thank God that I have my mom's help, because if not, I probably wouldn't have a safe recovery, because more than expected, because I'm not a skinny girl, you know. I have my weight, so I'm pushing my weight on my abs so that I can pop a stitch. So I was avoiding that. I was avoiding popping a stitch, because I'm paranoid of that. I don't want them to reopen my incision. I don't want none of that, like none of that. So I just thank God that she was able to help me the first 2 weeks, because it was really rough, like really rough. So if you have somebody who can help you at least for a couple days, a couple weeks, get that help. Don't be stubborn and not get their help. Get their help, because it's gonna get hard. Like, you're gonna feel like it's gonna get hard. Like, you're gonna feel depressed that you can't do things on your own. It gets tough, guys. This stuff is not easy. Like, some people may have it easy, some people may be able to do by themselves, because I know personally people who had C-sections and they're done on their own. Like, I look at them like, how the hell did y'all do it? Because I feel like a weak, like, you know. She's here laughing, but yeah, I felt so weak, like I couldn't do anything. Okay, 7. So keep positive, stay entertained, watch some movies, because it can get very stressful. So me, I don't know if it was the medications or what it was, but I would like days off, like just staring at my walls and just thinking about my whole C-section, my whole procedure. Like, it was scary to me. I felt like I was going nuts. Like, my mom would just look at me like, what are you thinking about? And I'm just like, I'm thinking about how the hell did I go through that surgery. Like, I was traumatized for the first 2 weeks, and I didn't. So I just recently moved into my apartment, so I didn't have my TV up, and I didn't have my cord to connect to my Netflix, so I couldn't watch any TV. And I didn't have no couches in my living room, and that was the only place where the TV was, and I couldn't sit on a chair. So it was so difficult for me. Wow, girl, she just farted. So it was difficult for me to watch any TV or anything. I didn't want to watch movies on my phone, because I was always on my Instagram, Snapchat, and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to use my phone and watch the movies. So I didn't have TV for the first 2 weeks of my recovery. So I was just at home, just looking at the walls, dazing off. I felt like I was going cuckoo. Like, I was just like, oh no, I have to pick myself up and get it together, because this is not happening. I'm not gonna get depressed, because things like that lead to postpartum depression, because you start thinking about all of this crazy stuff, but things that already happened. Like, you know, you can't go back. Like, you just gotta keep going. So yeah, just watch some movies, keep yourself entertained, talk to people. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to be by myself. I was annoyed. After 2 weeks, then that's when I started watching movies. The first 2 weeks I was on my phone, so I wasn't avoiding going cuckoo. I was literally just dazing off, and yeah. So that's why I caught myself early. So I just want to help you guys not go through the same thing. Watch movies, keep yourself entertained, okay? Number 8, drink a lot of water and take some walks back and forth around your house, so your blood can circulate and you can avoid blood clots, okay? So after you get out of surgery, they do tell you that you have you are able to get blood clots. Well, that's what they told me. So they told me that I was able to get blood clots, so to not stay in bed 24/7, at least walking back and forth with my daughter and her shoulder or whatever, and not here because it's too heavy, walking the shoulder back and forth. They told me not to stay in bed 24/7 because then my blood won't be circulating, or keep my leg high, like keep it up, don't keep it down. When I sit on a chair, don't have my legs open like that, make sure that my legs are always up. So that's what they told me, so just do that, okay? And that's what I did, and I clearly haven't had no blood clots, thank God. Okay, so take your medications and take your iron pills if you're assigned to take some. In my situation, I had to get iron pills because I was anemic during my pregnancy. I found that out 2 months before I gave birth. So yeah, I was assigned iron pills, and due to the fact that I lost not as much blood but almost as much blood, I was assigned to iron pills. So I'm supposed to be still taking iron pills until my 6 weeks prenatal visit. So yeah, take your medications. I stopped taking medication the second day I was home because that ibuprofen was making me go cuckoo. Like, I felt like I was getting anxiety, that I was panicking, that I felt like everything was so unreal, like I didn't have my child, like it was just crazy, like oh my, it was scary. So I stopped taking my ibuprofen the second day, and the third day I felt so much better. I felt like myself, and that's the best part. You want to make sure that you always feel like yourself. Don't feel like you're going crazy, and stop it before you do, okay? Or get the help, ask for help, speak to somebody. You know, I always spoke to my mom, so she knew exactly what was going on. Okay. Number 10, bond with your child because she or he will be the light of the day and the reason you keep going. So that was the quote for me that kept me going. Like, every time I look at my child, I'll be like, this is the reason why everything is the way it is, and for me to keep going, for me to be a better me, to give her a better life. I want to give her the life that I didn't have. Thank God I have a great life, it's not 100% perfect, but I have a life, and I just want to thank God that I'm here today, you know. And I'm grateful for everything, even if it's not everything that I want, like, you know, but I'm still grateful. But I want to give that little girl the life. I want to give her everything that I never had. So yeah, just keep going for your child. Like, you have somebody now who's looking up to you. Like, it's no more about yourself. You don't matter anymore. Your child is the one that matters. Okay, so 11, this is just like a little support, like, you know, a little push. You got this. We was born for this. You are strong, so don't give up. We was born to give birth. We was born to go through the hardest things of our life. Surgery to bring a child into this life, pushing to bring a child into this life, menstrual, like, we was born for this. God didn't pick these guys for a reason. So, well, don't take it personal, but it's true. God didn't choose these guys for a reason. He chose the women because we're strong. So, well, wear some loose clothes. If you have some light pajamas, wear them, because you don't want to wear anything tight. Like, wear some sport balls if you have them. Have somebody go buy you some pajamas. I don't wear pajamas, so my mom had to go and buy me some light pajamas. They were really light. So yeah, it came in handy for me to take off my clothes to go pee. It came in handy for me to go to sleep. Like, I felt very comfortable, you know. 13, this is the last tip that I have. Avoid bending down and doing any chores. Stay in bed for as long as you can. but don't stay in bed too much. You have to get up and walk, but don't bend down, don't do chores, don't do cleaning, don't do nothing, because you don't want to pop a stitch. You don't want to pop a stitch. You know, you want to have a safe recovery. You want your incision to close great. You don't want to have that ugly bruised like cut. Like, you know, you want to have it a nice way, because you already have that line. You don't want to make it look ugly, because honestly, I love my cut. Like, my cut defines this little girl. Like, it defines how strong I am. Like, I love my cut. Like, I don't know how people don't like their cuts. Like, I love my cut. So just avoid bending down, just avoid anything. I hope my tips work for you guys, because it definitely worked for me. I am doing so much better. So yeah, I can get up from my bed better, I can bend down, I can clean, I can do all of these things, and this all was possible because of the tips that I just gave you guys. Because if it wasn't for all these tips, I swear to God, I probably would have popped a stitch. I would have been horrible. Like, I just thank God that I was very, very careful. Oh, one more tip. If you have a fan your incision. Do not leave it wet. So what I did was I forgot to dry my incision. So before the first week, I had it was a vacuum. So the vacuum was vacuuming all the sweat. So they was vacuuming all the sweat, and I had it in from June 30th, so the day I gave birth, to July 10th, a day before my birthday. They took it out. It was like a long tube, and it was just like vacuuming the incision. So after they took up that, I forgot to dry my cut. And the fact that I forgot to dry my cut, I was getting, like, my incision was ripping apart. So it was white, you know. So it was getting like that. So because it was getting like that was because I wasn't drying it. So ever since I started drying it, my closed the gun, but it was opening just a little bit, like just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna show you guys a picture and a video, because I was paranoid as hell. I was taking pictures and video every single day, making sure that shit closed. So it closed, and thank God. So I'm gonna end this video right now, because I don't want to make it too long and bore you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my tips that work for me, and I hope these tips work for you guys. I'm trying to stay uploading videos maybe every week. I'm getting into this motherhood life, and I'm trying to keep up with my personal life, you know. But this little girl requires a lot of attention, and she's the best, but she loves to be in my arms. I can't do anything without, when my man's not here, I can't do nothing. I have to keep her right here 24/7. She doesn't even want to be on her swing. Like, she only be on her swing after everybody's home. But when I'm by herself, I'm with her by myself, she don't want to be on her swing. And right now she's waking up, and I'm gonna just show you guys real quick. Look at her. Say hi, Cookie. Hi, Cookie, you're just farting. Oh my God, you're farting. I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure to comment, like, and make sure to subscribe to hear my story. I just want for you guys to have a safe recovery, because when I was fresh out of the C-section, I did not look up how to recover safely. So because I didn't know, okay, I didn't know what to look up, I didn't know nothing. So I just wanted to go through my own experience, and yeah, I hope this works out for you guys, and I love you.